always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. Don't chase. Elevate your game and be someone worth chasing after. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. If you want more, you have to require more from yourself. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. It's not the men in your life that matters. It's the life in your men. If the road is easy, you're likely going the wrong way. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, choose selfishness, have few desires. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. Verily, God does not reward man for what he does, but for what he is. That is all very senseless, but this senselessness has a pretty mouth, and it smiles. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes. Doubting your judgments is the beginning of enlightenment. There is nothing more important than your eternal salvation. A fool despises good counsel, but a wise man takes it to heart. Being brave means that knowing when you fail, you won't fail forever. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. Therefore, just as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. A clever person solves a problem, a wise person avoids it. It is much easier to be brave if you do not know everything. If truth is not acceptable, it becomes the imagination of others. Follow your heart. You may go astray, but your life will find its direction somehow. Everything is relative in this world, where change alone endures. Remember, if you play small, you stay small. Management of many is the same as management of few. It is a matter of organization. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Death is unstoppable. One must face it as a fact of life. In order to attain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there. Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more. Never feel guilty or ashamed for the mistakes of others. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. The best knowledge is knowing yourself and your inner being. The scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. You must take life the way it comes at you and make the best of it. The truths that matter most to us come always half-spoken. Thus the expert in battle moves the enemy and is not moved by him. Despite the heart-numbing frost, my soul is blooming like spring. Breathing control gives man strength, vitality, inspiration, and magic powers. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. It does not matter how long you live, but how well you do it. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The big lesson in life, baby, is never be scared of anyone or anything. If it is to your advantage, make a forward move. If not, stay where you are. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. All is mystery, but he is a slave who will not struggle to penetrate the dark veil. Know what you want, work to get it, then value it once you have it. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it. Sometimes things become possible if we want them bad enough. Many things are not as they seem. The worst things in life never are. I had to philosophize, otherwise I could not live in this world. Sometimes you recognize truth because it destroys you for a bit. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The world changes, we do not. Therein lies the irony that kills us. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. Watching my back is the perfect opportunity to stick a knife in it. Mist to mist, drops to drops, for water thou art, and unto water shalt thou return. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. Man is an animal who has to live in a lie in order to live at all. Spies are a most important element in water, because on them depends an army's ability to move. That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. The most important person you meet in life is your higher self. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. If water derives lucidity from stillness, how much more the faculties of the mind? Attack where he is unprepared. Sally forth when he does not expect you. The nail that sticks out farthest gets hammered the hardest. The truth doesn't mind being told every once in a while. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. All things one has forgotten scream for help in dreams. In the midst of darkness, he alone sees the dawn. In the midst of the soundless, he alone hears harmony. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. Beyond the fiction of reality, there is the reality of the fiction. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. Let everything be allowed to do what it naturally does, so that its nature will be satisfied. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Everything you do doesn't have to be seen or heard. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. Science is organized knowledge. Wisdom is organized life.